So it's been crazy. Crazy week, good week, steady week. We got one eyeball there, one eyeball. Make it two eyeballs. Do you even know what I'm talking about? Probably not. That's funny. So, how is the HAPS challenge going for people? Is it going well? Join HAPS. Do it. Join HAPS today, especially if you're part of the Periscope deal, right? So, at your deepest level, you must know that you are a divine miracle awakening. Hello, Mark. How are you? Mark, would you be willing to come up? Oh my God, there's Ari. Ari, are you open to going up? It's fun to see you there. All right, I'll invite you both. We'll see what happens. I usually don't do this time. I usually just do the morning. Well, thank you for the appreciation award. I appreciate that. It's nice to be appreciated. Been a while since I've talked to you. I know that you're very busy, though, so your life is full. There he is. Okay, and we'll put Mark in here. And Mark should just be Mark, which it is. And Richard as well. Hello, Richard. So good to see you. Richard's one of my favorite people now on HAPS. There's so many kind souls on HAPS. That's what I do like about it, is we're a growing family now. Let's see if that works. Yep. There we go. We'll see who comes up, if anybody. Hello. I've just got to my mom's. I have not talked to you for a while. I was starting to think that maybe you had lost the loving feeling, you know? So it happens, right? All relationships. Brother John. Mark. There you go. Just you and me against the world, man. Look at that.
Let's do it.
What's it like to be a CEO of a company that is bursting with my traffic has been insane.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I heard you saying that this morning. I actually watched a little of your broadcast as I was working out this morning.
Yeah.
And I heard you talking about that. I was thrilled to hear it.
Well, it was weird because when I first came on here, I thought it'd be really cool to have a community of like 200 people come up. You could say hi to your people. You're not going to offend me. I know how your mind works. You say hello to your people.
Hello. Yeah. Let's see. Yassine, Chris, Brother John. I don't know if Brother John's here for me, but I'm going to say hello anyways.
Brother John is one of the very first people I used to do broadcasts with some 10 years ago.
Amazing. That's so cool. By the way, I got a notice today from my team saying you got to check out this broadcast. It's really great. And it was Hans. It was Hans's broadcast. So I was thrilled to see that.
Yeah, he is very professional. He makes even the business show that I do phenomenal. I was telling my wife about him today too, and he is such an incredibly brilliant man. You have talked to him, I think.
Oh yeah. We were on a broadcast together. Absolutely.
Yeah. He was incredibly shy about coming up. It was a little terrifying for him at one point to do it. And once he put his toe in the pond, now he loves it. He is so addicted, and I can't believe how the people have responded to him, like with such open arms. So,
right. It's amazing. Thank you. It's funny, Michael, you were talking about how your audience has exploded on here.
Oh,
and the truth of the matter is, Michael, you're doing this exactly right. You're doing exactly what we built this platform for, which is you're collaborating with other broadcasters, and that's really the magic of HAPS, because it both makes the broadcast compelling, because it's really hard to be a single broadcaster and be compelling. Not that you're not, but I'm just saying it's more interesting when you're engaged with somebody else
Oh
in a
yeah.
dialogue, and
Yeah.
also able to engage, the viewers. But obviously the ability to, not only multicast to your social accounts, but to theirs as well, it just has a multiplier effect. And, you're experiencing that firsthand, and we're seeing it across the platform. And so you're just, you're just really making use of this platform in a perfect manner for exactly the way it's been built.
See, what happened was I was welcomed in to this energy field in such a manner that was good. So I don't know if you know this guy. His name's Mark. And I think I was on my very first broadcast, and it
Right.
was about 30 seconds into it, maybe a minute. And I was like, oh, well, this is unique. There's this man named Mark. And I was like, and he's the CEO. And you and I got along, I thought, pretty well. I forgot where I was for a minute.
We got along. We got along very well, Michael.
Yeah.
You're truly one of the special people that I've met through this experience. So.
But the thing is, and a lot of the broadcasters, I hope they know this, but the videos that I've noticed that Randy and I did together, right? They keep playing them. Like there's ones that we did. There were like 300 people when we put them out. There are 5,000 views now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen that on another format. So I think it's people just coming in, right, looking for a flavor. Go ahead, sir.
I think it's all sorts of ways. I think the fact that you're able to reach your followers across multiple platforms, there's a lot of after the fact consumption on those platforms. I think there's a lot of consumption here on Haps, and I think there's also, as I said, the multiplier effect of you doing the broadcast with others and reaching their audience as well. And that's really, the secret sauce of this platform.
You do realize, though, that not everything is analytics. Like some of it has to do with the higher power.
What?
There is a higher power that's involved in this. So many people who have come to this platform have all said, I've never felt so welcome. I feel like I'm part of something. I've not felt this way since, this platform some 3-5 years ago. And we're welcoming everyone in. And I notice it's not just me. Like if I see someone struggling and they're trying to do the Haps challenge, I'll come in and I'll talk to them. And I think they think I'm right out of my mind, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I've seen that so many times over the last couple of weeks. I saw another example of it this morning. I can't believe. Hang on.
Hey, brother John, thank you.
Give me a second, and I'll.
Thank you.
Yeah. So.
But the views, I can't believe it. I think I'm at 160,000 views now. Like
You're rocking it, man.
No, but it's not just me. It's everybody who's on here. Like, look at this. Oh. It's such a wonderful app. Thank you. Like, and this was the lady that was singing one night. Yeah. And I think she was stuck at 180. Was it 80 or 180? I can't remember. And she wanted to get to 250. She'd been dancing for 2 hours straight. And we came in, and then Emma came in. And when Emma came in, oh my God, we got 300 people in 20 seconds. I swear to God. It was like... It was more effective than Randy. Yeah. But I noticed you've been doing... Go ahead.
It's amazing. We actually had a phone call this morning with 15 musicians who are using the platform. And, they were giving us some incredible feedback and advice on how to make this platform more effective for their needs and what they're trying to accomplish. And couldn't be more thankful, because music is really, a category that we want to encourage and get more people using apps to perform. But the connection and the love in that in that conversation was, was just incredibly heartwarming. I mean, I just think that, there's a feeling of community and of togetherness, that I'm experiencing across, multiple conversations that I'm having that, go to your point, that this isn't all about, the tech, the software and the analytics. Then it transcends it with the people who are actually here and doing the creativity.
The other thing I've noticed too, and the people in the comments here, if it's not the same for you, but I'll finish a broadcast with people, and we'll sometimes have 6, 8 people come on the broadcast, which is phenomenal, from all over the world. And then they'll message me, or we'll do another form of call and talk about the call after. Like, they're so excited.
I was on a broadcast last night with Randy, and I think he had, we certainly had 8 people on screen at one time, but I think he had probably, 12 to 16 people in total join that broadcast. Yeah. And, he was having a blast with it.
Well, and that's his wheelhouse, right? He likes that.
That is his wheelhouse.
That's his wheelhouse. Sure. Building communities, really specializing on every single person who comes in, knowing their story. He's been doing that for years. Yeah. And that's a great way to build a community. But for me, honestly, I wanted a morning show. I wanted to talk to spiritually minded people. I can't necessarily say that's happening because the audience is so big now. But they've embraced me with my strangeness, and I've embraced them, and we're all getting along pretty good. Can I ask you a question? There's this new microphone feature. I can see when you talk and when I talk in the window. Do you see that as well?
I do. I do.
What's that all about?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm experiencing it.
Well, your microphone is perfect, and your signal today is perfect. Are you direct line in right now? No. Or are you Wi-Fi?
I'm Wi-Fi just like I always am. Adam did a tremendous amount of work over the last week, and particularly this past weekend, to clean up the studio and get it much more streamlined. Because when you're building stuff, things get added on, and it just becomes unwieldy. And at some point, you have to make the decision to stop adding new features and to go back and just clean things up. And he spent a fair amount of time over the last week doing that. And I think you probably in particular are noticing a much better performing studio than existed previously because of that work that he's doing behind the scenes. So I think some of these little flourishes are just, part of that. But believe me, if I bet you your computer's not running as hot anymore, the CPU usage is much lower because we were able to take some time now and go back and clean stuff up and re-architect and get it more streamlined.
But there's very little delay now. There's very little delay.
Yeah, we're still working on that. I mean, I think it is better, but it's also a little bit hit and miss. So I don't want to mislead you into thinking it's fully resolved. But we're working on something that I think we believe will have a meaningful impact because that's something we definitely want to address.
You're also getting incredibly creative people who are doing stuff with OBS, and like it's becoming. Amazing. And every night I watch on here, and there's so many new people, and I'm like, wow, this is you must see the difference in I'd say the last week, especially the last week. It's been crazy. But look at Richard here. Look at the comment. It says, Michael, Randy is helping. We keep each other in the loop. So he's, I don't know if he's intuitive and knew that I invited Randy, but
yeah.
Are you reading my mind again, Richard? We talked about this, Go ahead.
I do want to answer, Brother John. You should be able to change your location in your settings. So if you're having trouble with that, ping one of us and we'll try and help you with that. You should definitely be able to deal with that. And Tiara, I love that message. I have the same experience. I wake up in the morning and I usually go to, somewhere in Europe and get the opportunity to experience the day from their perspective, and then kind of just move around the world as the day progresses. And it's pretty cool, including your broadcast from Jakarta.
Yeah, the other thing I've noticed too is a lot of people that I know from work, they're like, I'm never up at 6:30, but I watch your show. So
really,
yeah. So they're watching it later.
Yeah,
and awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. Like, it's wild. The replay action on this is unbelievable. So, and I like that you can also play it on your full screen of your TV, and the quality is still pretty good. But the community. How
are you doing that, in a web browser, or are you? What are you doing to broadcast it on your TV?
Well, if you are on YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube.
Right.
So sometimes if I have a really strange part, I'll go to the TV and show the fam, and they'll go, "Oh my God, this is crazy."
That's
right?
Awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, but the other day we had Fraser on, and he was in something that was like a Costco, and everything in there was giant, right? So I don't know if you know that I've not been eating any sweets, no alcohol, just living on veggies and juicing and that kind of thing.
Really?
So it was like food porn.
Purposefully.
Yeah, it was like food porn. So he's walking around going, donuts, oh, pies. So he was there at a certain time when they have the, I guess, industry workers can come in and shop. So there was only one person the whole time he was there. And I said, go up to them and say, you're part of HAPS. And Michael says, what are you currently grateful for? He goes, no, I'm not doing it. No. And I swear the woman could hear it. And she kept turning around going,
what?
Walt,
so literally Walt, there was a little voice, guiding me.
Well, Walt this morning came up. I'm going to invite him as well. Walt came up, and where he was in the mall, they told him not to film. That's how it's getting now. Are you shocked by that? I'm not.
No.
What's going on, you think? I know you've got to be PG and you run a company and all that stuff, but
I do. I need to be PG.
Very, very PG, Mike. We'll talk in private over drinks.
Okay. It's a deal. I thought, but you're not drinking.
No, I know. I can have something else. But I occasionally have a beer in that. But my big drink before was tequila and iced tea.
I love tequila. That's my drink of choice, for sure.
So, Walt, I invited you up if you want to talk to after midnight. I'm in bed. He's in bed watching.
What brand of tequila? Like,
any. I didn't care.
Any brand of. Okay.
Oh yeah, any. Yeah, there are ones that are very expensive. I agree. The thing is, if you put it in iced tea, you really don't really taste it that much, anyways.
Yeah, I drink it straight, so definitely.
Oh yeah, straight is fun.
Yeah, definitely a different experience.
Yes, very different. So where do you see HAPS in a week?
Where do I see HAPS in a week?
7 days.
What are you asking me as far as the people on here, where the platform is technologically? What are you asking me?
Well, I heard through the grapevine that the closing date of Periscope has now moved up a bit.
Really? I had not heard that.
It's not just 2 weeks. I think they've extended it by another 2 weeks or a month. I've been hearing that through the grapevine. I've noticed that once they talked about not being around anymore, everyone started migrating here. Now we have the diehards who are starting to come over, and they're complaining a little bit. But once they get used to it, this is such a wonderful format. And let's be real, the version they're getting is far better than what we were getting 6 weeks ago.
Oh, night and day,
right?
brother. And largely because of you guys, because of your passion and your willingness to help us understand what the issues were and what we needed to fix. And so it's been a team effort, and we've been incredibly grateful for for the group that's here and has stuck with us through this process, and it's been amazing.
But Pablo has been on many of a broadcast I've noticed lately, and he's a Slate superstar himself.
Like he's becoming. We're going to create a Pablo Award, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy because if you want your numbers, call him. If he's in like 5 minutes,
I can't get on this broadcast. I'm on a waiting list.
Oh yeah. I think you have some clout. I think you'll be fine.
It's amazing. Even writing his checks, it doesn't seem to change it. Now he's like such a superstar.
Yeah, but, he's very humble though. He's very humble and very.
Pablo's an incredible guy. He really
even
is.
killed because I had a guy from my work who is a numbers guy. I think you were watching Ari, and Ari was kind of grilling him.
Yep. I saw that.
And he just, he kept his composure, stayed on script. It was like, this is his stuff. This is not my stuff. I will let him keep his stuff and I will hold my stuff and I will hold a space here of peace and joy and light. I'll just look at Mike. I'll be okay. I'll look at Mike. I won't look at that guy. But as long as I don't read Pablo, he's fine with me. Once I start reading him,
he freaks out.
He's like, well, it's been nice. I have to go. I wish you well. I've even said to him, this has nothing to do with the reading. I promise you, they want to ask you questions. And then once they started asking questions, I think he was going, I would have took the reading. But.
Yeah. he should have quit while he was ahead, right?
Oh, that's so funny. When I first came over here and watched the broadcast, I kept trying to push hearts. You know what that's from? That's from Periscope.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. So what are we going to do about awards? Are we going to scale them down, keep them at the way they are? And what are some of the changes? Like every time I come on here, it's modified slightly. Like I love this microphone thing. This is deadly.
Look, I think what we're learning with, the awards and the monetization, first of all, we're seeing more and more people starting to understand the whole monthly sponsorship aspect of this platform.
Yes.
And increasingly people are supporting the broadcasters through monthly sponsorships, which is fantastic. That's something that we're really excited to see. I think the awards, it's working, but I think we got a lot of room for improvement on the awards. And I think the whole part of the financial support piece of this, I think what we're learning is we're going to have to tailor it to each type of broadcaster, because awards make a lot of sense for musicians and others who people are used to kind of tipping and supporting that way, and probably make less sense to for more general broadcasters like the two of you. And so I'm hoping that the monthly sponsorships become a bigger component of how people support you guys. But I think we're going to have to, keep looking for the right way to set up that incentive structure. Mr. Horton, it's good to see you again. It's becoming a nightly thing here.
I was over doing narration for Miss Joy. She's cooking, and I do the narration for a couple of the blind broadcasters.
Oh, amazing. That's so cool.
For you, man. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I need a what do you call that button? I need a button. She could not figure out how to let me be a director on the phone because it didn't read it out for. We need maybe we should get a partner for them, help them out with a button so they can get their people to help them. Mm-hmm. I request a button.
Hey, Richard. Cool
I never ask for anything. I need a button.
Hi, Richard.
That's a cool idea.
How are you, buddy?
By the way, I got to tell you guys, everybody's picture looks amazing. I mean, amazing. This is great.
Richard, tell them what camera you're using. There you go. That's the one I use. It's cheap. It's a cheap one. I'm trying to make sure that people can afford to be in the broadcast. I love what Randy says, though. You can still be clear, but not be a great podcaster.
Randy's so unvarnished. I mean, it's just amazing.
Randy, what do you think of the microphone stuff at the side? Can you see that from your? Isn't that amazing?
Studio has had a wonderful update, and I'm glad it's here. It's every update has been fantastic. We've been on a roll for 3 days. Let's not talk about it too much.
I know. Let's not jinx it, please. Please don't.
Yeah, we're really since the past 2 days. It's been so wonderful. And the camera, even Richard, your camera is so fantastic.
It's amazing, isn't it? I was noticing that.
Richard, can you talk, or
I
are you
a lot of money? Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm trying not to move. I'm taking Mike's advice.
Okay.
As far as I've actually, Mark, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. These are two giants up on top. I just feel I'm amongst giants right now. And but I love this platform. It is fantastic. I've been on it, I guess, 41 days. I was going to take a break from social media, but this HAPS popped up. I looked at it when it was still a newsy thing and stuff like that. Said, I won't go there. But this is fantastic. The community, I haven't felt a part of a community, and this is even more so than the old Blab days, because I was in the Blab, the Four Corners and stuff like that. This is just so fun and fantastic. The people, I would have never met Randy or Michael if it wasn't for HAPS. And that's the whole thing about this platform: meeting people, connecting, sharing each other's lives and stuff like that, and all. So thank you very much, and you got a fantastic. So,
Richard, it's a total pleasure, and I'm so glad we spent an hour before this so I could prep you for all of that. That was amazing. You did an amazing job with that. Thank you. Checks
in the mail. It's all good.
Exactly. No, it's really I appreciate that. I'll share it with the rest of the team. There's been a hell of a lot of hard work. And we were talking earlier, Michael mentioned that so many of the broadcasters that are coming over now are benefiting from a much improved platform. And so many people were so incredibly processed. See, there you go. We jinxed it. We ultimately jinxed it. Brilliant.
Hallelujah.
Okay, let's stop talking about all of
I didn't do it.
I told you.
No. It was me, man. It was totally me. It's on me.
I love this microphone thing. This is freaking awesome. So can I adjust the volumes too, Randy? Is that because
I've only noticed this just a second ago. I woke up a little later than usual, and I had like 20 invitations, and I promised Joy, and I clicked on, and I'm just this is my second time to see it.
I love it. Thank you guys, whoever was part of this, because the biggest problem is the volume of each person. Bella gets on, and I need to adjust it. Once she gets a microphone. Have you seen Bella yet, Mark? Oh my God!
No.
She's a superstar in the making. If we can get her on a proper camera with DSL, everything is forget about it.
I'll tell you who
Are you able to adjust it off to the left?
What's that, sir? The microphone, is that what you're asking?
Are you able to adjust?
I don't know.
The volume.
I'm afraid to touch anything right now because we've got 4 people in here. I'm just going to leave it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm very happy. We're all clear. I can hear you all. Everybody seems to have a very good volume level, which is fantastic. Even Mark sometimes will fade in and out on me. So depending on the night.
I'll tell you, I've come across Serena in the last week. I don't know if you guys have heard her music. Wow, amazing! Anybody who doesn't follow her, you need to follow her on Haps for sure. She is very special.
Randy, you already had her on your show, didn't you? Randy,
I actually had her on a show or two, and I talked to her offline. She calls me, and we've been helping and guiding, and I really appreciate her. She's a brilliant young lady.
Yeah.
And her music is wonderful.
That's awesome.
I even met her mom. Her mom's nice too.
Oh, right. No kidding. Yeah. That's incredible.
Her mother, I give her some weird humor, and she chuckled without being upset. So I appreciated her.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
I asked her mother if she would let her daughter marry my son. So
you're doing the arranged marriage thing already. Okay.
That's great. Yeah, Walt is agreeing with us. And I see Helen's in here. Always great to see Helen. You did a marathon broadcast last night, I saw, Helen.
Yeah, I haven't seen her lately because I'm not watching at night, so I kind of miss seeing her. But oh well, it's different time zones, I guess.
She is incredible.
She blocks me.
That's why we love her, Randy. She's smart. She does.
So Helen, do you think we can? How about if everybody just unblocks everybody just for a couple days?
I did that the other day, except for the 2 that were fake accounts. I unblocked everybody except for the 2 that made fake names of other people. You know.
Richard, did you want to say something? I noticed you put your hand up. Go ahead.
No, I was just waving. I'm just sitting here being nice. My connection's good. I'm just experiencing the moment, the Haps moment.
Yeah. Well, you can also contribute. We won't bite.
Just don't touch anything.
Hey, speak for yourself.
How much delay I have here. Randy had his broadcast last night that Mark was talking about, which I got in, and it was just overloaded. Randy, he invited me. Did I fade out again?
Okay.
No.
There I go. Is that me?
No, that
okay.
I messed up. I clicked on your box and took you off screen by accident. What?
That's okay. I've got like I said, it's beta. It's fun. And I'm loving it. And last night, Randy, he just brings everybody to him as far as like a magnet. And I couldn't get in, and I think that's just one of the things it's overwhelming with all these connections trying to make, and that's the uniqueness of eventually the Haps team will iron them all out, and every week something new. Like I'm just the microphone thing here, watching it going up and down and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing, this new feature. I love it. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to adjust the volumes too. But everybody seems fairly loud, which is great. But Randy, that's not by accident what's happened. Like
thank you, Pablo, for helping Joy. All right, good. We couldn't find the director button for Joy, and now you helped her. Thank you very much.
Pablo, I've invited you up. I could use some more numbers, so if you could come up, that would be great. Even if you just came in here, flexed your muscles a couple times, I would be very appreciative. Just say hello. I'm here to fix things. That'd be great. Okay, we'll see how that goes. He was in my broadcast the other day. The only person who gets more than him sometimes is Emma. And Randy doesn't do too bad either. But I couldn't believe the amount of people that I find with Pablo, though, they come in, they all just say hello to each other and leave. Hello, how are you? Hello, good to see you.
That's how the community deal works, Michael.
Yes, you're teaching me well, Randy. I'm trying. I'm slowly converting.
This is the longest I've went without looking and talking about a comment, and I'm dying to do it. I only
do it. Go for it. Go, buddy.
You're on. You're on, Randy.
We're on. Walt said good. Oh, Mark said good night to Walt. Walt said have a good night. Walt, Pablo, hello from Los Angeles. Pablo mentioned the joy helping. Thank you. Chris said, I've noticed overall improvements in the quality in the last few days. Thank you, Chris. We all have. Pablo says, haha, thank you for being honest, Michael. You're all just using me for views.
You got it, brother.
Yeah. Well, especially since you shaved and got the haircut, you're looking very clean cut these days.
Yes. And you're a dog whisperer. So the women dig that, hey, you got to work with what you got, right? When you're old like me, you need assets. So I'll bring you in. You and Emma, and any broadcast with you and Emma, I'm looking at 5,000 views, no problem. It's like guaranteed.
Whoop, whoop.
He would. I think the one broadcast I have 5,000 views has Randy, has Emma, and has Pablo, and I know it has nothing to do with me. So
it's 100% you, and quit trying to pretend like it's not. You're doing well. You're doing fine.
Thank you, sir. I pay you well. Okay.
Yeah, there's no money involved. And plus, you're helping with that camera that other people are buying, like Richard purchased. Yeah. That price range and that camera is perfect for new broadcasters.
Yeah. Tell Mark what you paid for the camera and tell him what you got with yours, which I didn't get. Go.
It was about $56, and I was surprised. I said, "What's this?" And I thought Michael got one too, but they threw this in.
Yeah. See.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What is that, by the way?
Yeah, it's just like it's 3.0. Well, it opens up your one port into 4 ports, but it's a 3.0.
Okay, it's a USB hub. Nice.
Yeah. So
hub. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's right on the box.
But if you use it properly, you can connect with the Palladium Star system and talk to the overloads.
There we go.
Do not use that for your camera and your audio. It will create problems that you won't be able to figure out. For some reason, I want to try and not do audio and video.
Okay, but if the audio is already in the camera, Randy, will it work if I use the camera with the audio?
I find when using any USB camera or audio device, stay off of the hubs.
Hi, Vanita. How are you tonight?
Okay.
Because you get a humming sound, and it'll take you forever to figure out what it is. And it doesn't matter if it's a $2 one or a $200 hub. I have noticed the humming sounds. Unless it's a USB-C 3 that's into a Mac, then it doesn't hum. But the PC ones hum for some reason. There's a light hum in the background.
Have you been hearing humming for a while, Randy? Like, is this all the time, or is this just during broadcasts?
Only when I see you wearing a headset.
Okay, that makes total sense. All right.
Oh, Lord.
So the reoccurring voices, have they come and gone as well, or is it just the humming now?
I've actually got them all employed now, and I'm creating an passive income from my health situation.
Good for you. All right. Mark's going, what am I involved here?
Okay, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm
very, very good to meet you, sir. It's a pleasure and an honor, and thank you. I took a screenshot of us all because I got to remember this moment. This is a huge moment for me as a little fry broadcaster.
Hey, you know what? You could be surpassing all of us by next year. You never know. Everybody has seeds of greatness in them.
I'm here for the community. I'm here for the community. The community, it's more important than the numbers, really, for me. It's just like The numbers are fine. They're good, but there's a higher good to be in here.
See, the key is get tight with Pablo, get tight with Emma, and get tight with her. What's this guy's name? Randy W. Horton here. And then your numbers will take care of themselves. Just invite those three.
I would like to do a shout out in front of everyone. Pablo has been working so hard. It's unbelievable. I mean, 24 hours a day. I don't know when he sleeps. Pablo, thank you very much, dude. I mean, really. He will respond and get back to you it's like 24 hours a day. I'm trying to figure out when he sleeps.
There's two of them. He's got a twin.
Is Peter on vacation, by the way?
Always.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I just thought he was on a holiday because Pablo is who I see everywhere. I haven't seen Peter in a while.
Randy, love his
Peter's around.
Okay.
Peter is trying to help us get more broadcasters to join HAPS. So we kind of divvied up the responsibility a little bit more.
Fantastic, then. So we should see him around other apps recruiting.
You should.
Yes, that's the best
and if you don't, tell me.
Well, I'm sure if that's what he's doing, I'm sure he's good at it. He's very good at recruiting.
He's a good dude for sure.
Yeah, you've got great people, period. Like you've had, I think, good instincts on the people that you've hired. The people that I've met, they're all kind, they're all courteous. You know, I think this is part of the reason this is working. And guess what? Good tech really helps too.
Great team.
Yeah, I'm loving the broadcast tonight. This is, I don't want to jinx it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. All right. Come on, Pablo. Come up. Just come up. Listen, 3 minutes.
I'm gonna let Pablo join, and I'm gonna sign off and get some work done. It's been fun, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate seeing you again. I was starting to think you lost the love and feeling. I was a little worried.
No,
okay, but
never. Richard, great to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers. Thank you, Randy.
Oh,
see you, Michael.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, that was nice.
Sorry about that, Michael.
That's okay. No big deal. No big deal. Have you ever been on one of Randy's broadcasts?
Richard has been with me 100 times.
Yeah, as a guest.
Yes.
That's all. Oh, that's
awesome. I'm a chat guy. I like being in the chat.
Johnny B. Good is here. Okay, do the comments, Randy. Your comments sometimes are different than mine, by the way.
Pablo says, Vanita just did something. Pablo, did you read my email? Pablo was addressed.
See, my numbers are going up. Here they go. Woohoo! There you go. Clean cut guy.
Pablo's here.
Single ladies.
I can't believe he got a facial wax. That's beautiful.
Who the hell is this? Like, do you have a new camera too? Like, what's going on?
Nope. I'm using the same old camera.
I feel like we're on beauty mode here. What do you?
I stopped eating potato chips.
Look like a new camera. Ooh, we got a Lay's commercial.
Yes. All right. Yeah, that's his new sponsor. He's big league now. Yeah. That's good. So tell me about the microphone thing here, Pablo. What's going on? Can I?
Yeah. So doing the new levels, right?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, so this is kind of a better way to just see and monitor everyone's levels as opposed to just being able to monitor your own. So this tool is mostly going to be used by hosts of broadcast and directors of broadcast. Because before you could only see your own levels, right? And you can only really gauge for adjusting your levels. But now you can have everyone test their mics before you go live and pre-live, and then adjust the input levels so that you're all hitting around the same mark. That way you don't have to, you're not going to have someone that's just talking over everyone else.
Cool. Mr. Pablo, is there a way to make somebody a permanent director so I can help a few people that need it? I'm talking so I can read for the blind. I have like 4 people that I read for, and it would be nice to have a way. They can't find that director part, so I can take my face out and just do the audio.
So the director part is not available on mobile. So that was part of the problem.
That was the problem. Okay, we tried our butts off to figure that out. We couldn't at all.
Yeah, you were trying to solve for a problem that just didn't
exist. An unsolvable problem.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't feel as stupid now.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. That's definitely something that's going to be released soon for mobile. There is already in development another update for iOS users to help with some of the stuff to kind of further enhance the use of the mobile app.
I think I finally figured out how I can personally start doing OBS as well. So I'd like to do it once a week. I did get some help from the community. I do like us long-term having where you can, have the keys and everything in the ULR, but it's easily done. So it's just a learning curve.
Yeah, I recommend you stay away from OBS. HAPS has everything you need, and they're growing it as need be. You will experience so many problems on OBS back and forth. I know there's some pros here like Robert who know what they're doing, but I'm here on HAPS because they helped me get rid of OBS. I like to say O is BS, by the way.
Thank you for that. Yes, isn't he lovely, Pavel? He's just So, Pablo, of some of the new broadcasters that you've seen that are now with us within the last week or two, who are some of the people you think will do very well? Because I know you're throughout the world. So, can you maybe do a couple of shout outs of some people that you think are doing well?
Oh, that's harsh.
Let's see. Really
yeah, that's so hard. I'd like to see if he would even answer that challenge. That's like, whoa. Would you like to step on your own foot now?
Right. I don't know if I can really pinpoint. What I do recommend is tuning into our Friday shows where we do broadcasts of the week, because what we don't tell you all, but what we do is in kind of picking those broadcasts, we find, users that are just joining. We also talk about, users that don't have a huge following like Randy does. And so we kind of split up the broadcast of the week to make it as, obtainable as possible, right? So not everyone just feels like, oh, I'm never going to get broadcast of the week. But we also obviously use it as a way to shout out some of the new broadcasters that we're really enjoying. I think last week we pointed to one new musician that joined, and Randy, you've been helping her. Can't remember her name right now.
Serena,
yeah. So Serena has been doing a great job and instantly dove right into being not only a musician, but being a part of the community and inviting other users. And that's exactly the type of actions that people should be taking to get.
I even had to talk to her mother to let her know I was helping. And I talked to her mother on the line. It was kind of funny.
So Pablo, what do you think Randy and I could do to be better broadcasters in the future?
Well, for one, you can level out your camera so it doesn't look like you're falling off the frame to the side.
Okay.
Michael, for that's for you, because you can see your furniture and your doors are leaned over.
Yes. Okay. That's one. And anything else, or?
I think the big thing is having something to plan for, to talk about. I think a lot of broadcasts right now are like, just let's hang out. But I think you do a great job of like keeping it to a subject, but having that like sense of like, today we're going to talk about this. Ask questions if you like, participate if you like, but having a subject in mind so that people know exactly what they're going to get when they come see you is another good one.
On Sunday at 10 o'clock, I'm doing the business show, and the business show has been getting, 700 to 900 views. We had one that did 1,400 or 1,500, but we had Randy in there, and you can't count that. Bring Randy in, and you can talk about bubblegum wrappers, and you'll get a.
Yeah, but I believe, Michael, didn't we all agree like a month ago we would just invite everybody and not do schedules so we could create a better community? I think that's what I believe we talked about that about 2 or 3 times. Let's just invite everyone, be friendly with everyone before we get too harsh into scheduled showings. I've talked with several people that we decided, we will do that once we're more mature with it.
With the business show, though, I really do have to keep it structured because the people that I'm with, they won't do the show. They won't do it the way we do it, Randy.
Did you hear that, Pablo?
No, he was smart. He got the hell out. He
missed the comment.
I was just testing my camera to see if I can switch to my second camera.
We had talked about a month ago, like 10 or 12 of us, that we agreed just to be friendly to everyone and not schedule any real shows until we got the community more cultivated with everyone knowing each other. And then we were thinking once everything was ironed out technically, then we would go on to more structured broadcasts.
Okay, so Pablo, are you available on Sunday at around 10 o'clock for a few minutes?
10 o'clock, what time zone?
Eastern time.
PM, AM?
It would be AM.
Whoo! Yeah, I am available.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know that there's quite a few people that would love to ask you some questions. And now that there's so much momentum, especially at my work, people are becoming very curious about HAPS now because they're seeing the numbers, they're seeing the engagement, they can't believe the amount of comments, people asking questions. It's wonderful. So thank you.
I really think we should move away from numbers, because when you talk about it a lot, the newer broadcaster doesn't feel as comfortable. Don't talk about the numbers. Just let it happen, and things will develop naturally. I think
Randy's right. Randy's right about that.
You're always talking about numbers. It's like, do you care about what you're saying? Well, numbers. I think if you have 5 good people, you'll have a great broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think too many people worry about the number more than they do the content.
That's a good point. Content's good, and if you have good content, you'll have replays as well, right?
Content is king. Community is king. Numbers happen naturally.
Well, I think attractive people who just shaved helps too. That also helps.
That's everyone in the room.
I think that helps as well. I think you also have to work to your audience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I do have to hop off so that
Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Anytime. I'm glad that you did get your numbers boost that you needed.
Well, and you know what? And I appreciate you're there for me. Look, we're at 5:44. Thank you, buddy.
Hello.
You're very welcome.
Welcome.
I just need Emma now. There you go. We'll be rocking.
Yeah.
Hello from Virginia.
I'm writing.
Teresa, David Navarro. Is there a way we can pin comments so you can?
Michael, I'm going to step down.
Okay, thank you so much. You're the best. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you, sir.
I'll see you in the morning. I hope you're there.
Yes.
Joe, hello from Lincoln. HAPS broadcasting content is generally very boring, in my opinion. I prefer live scopes and Italian Stallion. I have to agree with that sometimes.
Just you and me, Randy, against the world for it right now.
No worries.
All right.
Yeah, I see the comment now. I didn't even notice everything in your room was crooked until Pablo said something. Now I notice that your doors and everything's kind of crooked. Everything's leaning a little bit to the left.
Yes. To the left.
To the left.
To the right.
Isn't that a song? The Cupid Shuffle, yeah?
All right. We got Brother John. There he is. Let's see how this goes. Hi, Brother John. It's been a very long time. Do you know Randy?
What's going on?
You're gonna have to put yourself in the frame a bit. Just move your camera slightly, or move your chair slightly so we can see you better. Or I can do this. Let's do the grid. Will the grid do that? Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
the
that
grid did it
right away.
Yeah. So, Brother John, introduce yourself to Randy W. Horton here.
Well, I'm like a little disoriented because I'm looking at myself twice and there's a delay. How do I get out of that?
Well, you're not gonna lose that. You're not gonna lose the delay, buddy. Sorry, but it'll be perfect when it plays back. It's actually dramatically better than it was, but you're crystal clear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool. And you sound good.
Good. Yeah. Hi. I'm new to this platform, so learning all the little buttons and everything. Yeah.
Well, see the microphone up and down thing there with the volume? That's new.
Yeah.
So I like that. You're using your webcam, right? and your microphone from your webcam.
No, I got my Yeti. Why it's not coming through?
I got a slight rattle, and I sometimes will get that when people use their video cam. So when you went in your default settings, did you hook it onto your Yeti? Because I think you're actually getting your microphone from your camera right now. Because I know that sound because I've had that sound when I'm using my video cam.
Oh, let's see. Okay, let me.
Yeah, I believe your mic is not. You have to select the mic on the Yeti, but you've selected the camera mic. It does it sometimes, but there we go.
Yeah, he'll come back. He'll come back.
All right, Michael, Brother John, it's good to meet you briefly. I have to go get a COVID test for my next flight. I'm heading back to Saudi Arabia.
Okay, buddy. So thank you for coming up.
I have to go get a COVID test, so don't throw me out yet. Let me disconnect some of the channels.
Yes, I won't do that. I promise.
Yeah, I don't want my YouTube looping for 3 days.
So what happens, Brother John? You can do multiple platforms here at simultaneously. But the problem is if you don't link them out, you're screwed. It can play for days. So that's happened to both Brother John.
Okay, Michael, I did manage to get that unlinked, so it won't be playing for days in a loop.
I think it helps my views. So
I think you got 5,000 views the other day because I ran YouTube for like 3 days, didn't even know it. All right, see you guys later, John. I'm sure I'll get to see you in the future. Bye, Michael.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be with you, Michael. We really appreciate you anywhere and everywhere. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Have a safe flight. Have a safe flight.
Now you're a little pixelated. It's funny. Did you adjust your camera?
I adjusted the microphone.
Okay, so I can hear you better now. I don't have the rattle. Do you know how I knew you were using your camera? Because it was clicking slightly. Oh, he's popping. He's having bandwidth problems. Yeah.
No, I'm playing with the settings. That's the thing.
Is that what you're doing? But this is like deja vu. This is deja vu, man. How many years has it been since I've talked to you in a room? There he is.
I'm sorry. I don't know. It's been a while.
3 to 5 years, I think. We briefly talked, you and I think in a private call, but on an actual. So explain to them how we know each other from years ago on being on Google.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly when we met, what part of my
10 years ago
spiritual journey I was on at that time. Was it 10 years ago?
Yeah, it was 10 years ago.
That's when 10 years ago. That's when I was leaving Christianity.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and you were just newly kind of figuring out what you were doing. You were happy. Oh, you'll see. You're starting to. You're less pixelated now. You're coming back. Ooh. There you go. We can see the line. Yeah.
Right.
So the last time I saw you had hair. You're now shaving your head.
Oh yeah, I shaved my hair a couple of years ago. Yeah, I was like, it's going. Might as well just take it off. I could do a little bit better job. I didn't shave today. Sorry,
I think so. Italian Stallion, how you doing? So nice to see. Oh, we have a doctor here. Look at this. Doc, yeah. Yeah. Is it Resso?
The comments over here on the slide.
Yeah. Can you see them there? Yeah. Katrina, thank you for being here as well. Lucia, would you like to come? Lucia's a part of the HAPS team. Have you ever met anybody? Have you done a broadcast? If you do a broadcast, please invite me, and we'll get your views up a little bit. So that'll be nice. The community.
I'm not sure which way I'm going with the channel at this time. Right now, I have 2 channels on YouTube. One is we just do.
Please promote that. Please promote your.
We just do informal chats. That's called 420 Cafe. And we're usually talking about a number of different things. And usually the same old folks, and we.
Is it the same crazy people that used to come in before and scream at each other that I remember back in the day?
A lot of people have dispersed and doing
folks, it used to be crazy. It was crazy back then. The swearing and the looniness, it was completely wacko.
Well, we still have some swearing. I don't know. I don't have a problem with
swearing. Do you still get? But you get flagged for that now, right? You would so get flagged for that.
Well, like I was saying on my the other channel, the smaller channel, which we just do these informal hangs. We don't really. I don't care, you know. We even play copyrighted stuff, music. It's just to share music, and we enjoy, you know, just to have fun. So yeah. So since it's not monetized, it's no big deal.
Right, but here you can make some money right away. You get paid through the coins. You also, once you get your VIP, you can then be sponsored, and I have a few sponsors, which is nice. But the community here is really nice. It's very suited to my person. You know who I am. You've dealt with me for many years.
Right.
I might be a little less woo than I was back then. Do I look any different? I have less.
You might have put on a couple of pounds and got a little.
Yeah. I'm actually in the midst of losing weight, which is true. I think when I was in Sarnia, that was the fittest I've ever been. 10 years ago, I was super, super thin there. You're right. But I was biking all the time, working out. Plus, I'm almost 58 now, buddy. I was 48.
Wow.
Yeah. How old are you now?
55. Yeah.
55, yes. And what have you learned during this pandemic about yourself?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot now, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Do you remember I used to go, let's go a little deeper, a little deeper.
Yes.
Let's go a little deeper.
I still have one of your old pictures and where I used to put go deeper.
Yeah. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, wait. Introduce yourself. This is Brother John.
Hello, Brother John.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
You're crystal clear. Oh my Lord, look at you. That's from your cell phone. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm just out. Yeah, the reception is full reception.
So they've done a few changes. I don't know if you get back on your computer, but you can now see the microphone levels and you can adjust them. And the lag is less than it was.
Oh yeah, actually I've just seen the microphone here. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. So I can mute myself.
Yes.
I can mute myself.
What's the weather like right now?
Oh, it's I'm just at like my mum's local shopping centre, so it's kind of a bit cloudy at the minute.
Yeah.
And this is like a view of Brisbane. This is Brisbane. Well, it's like Brisbane suburbs.
Right.
So this is like our local, my mum's local shopping area.
So what time is it there in Australia right now? And what day is it?
It's we're in the future.
Yeah, we're in the future, Brother John. You and I are in the future. We just entered a porthole. Okay, here we go.
So it's nearly
we're gonna get good weather.
Sorry, what's that, Brother John?
I said it looks like we're gonna get good weather.
Yes.
Yes, I think it's it's quite warm today, about 27 degrees. So.
Oh my God, my wife would be so happy. If I could magically tap my heels and be there with her right now, she'd be so happy. Well, it's one of the places we want to go. We so desperately want to go to Australia, and I want to go to New Zealand, and partly because of just all the footage I've seen. Yeah.
They're both beautiful countries. Well, I've never been to Canada, so.
Canada is very cold right now. People are nice, but it's not that exciting right now because of COVID. So we're currently in a lockdown. You don't even have a mask on. You don't need a mask?
We're Queensland, like the state that I'm in, is pretty much COVID free. So, but they've been super, super strict. Like, I think when we first had it, we went into lockdown, and then we had I think we've had one mini lockdown in Brisbane. The Gold Coast has been pretty good, but they closed all our borders, like all of the state borders closed. They closed the international borders. So,
Brother John, you were pixelating really bad, so I can hear you. So you can ask her a question, but I was noticing even when you were talking, it was gurgling a bit. So if we put you in the green room, we can hear you, but we just can't see you. So they'll have to do the memory thing.
That's all right, Mike. I'm gonna pop out anyway. I want to come and say hello. But we'll talk again. Can you just tell me, like Sunday, you're doing a business show? Can you tell me a little bit about what you're gonna be doing that day?
At 10 o'clock Eastern time.
So
if you want to pop by, we don't know. I usually leave it up to the guys that are in it. I'm more of the orchestrator of that than actually the content creator.
Okay, so maybe I'll pop in and then see how it goes.
Thank you, John.
All
right.
Nice
seeing you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye, Dimitri. Is that how you pronounce
Dimitri?
Dimitri. All right, you have a great day, Dimitri.
I've just put Dimmy in my handle because it's easier.
All right, Dimmy. Have a great day.
Bye. You too.
He's learning. But we had Mark on earlier, which you saw.
I caught a glimpse of it. I'm just taking to my mum an appointment, so I'm just waiting for it at the moment. So,
yay! So this worked out perfectly.
So I can only just spare maybe another few minutes.
I totally get it. Now, your phone plan, do you have unlimited or do you pay?
I think ours. Well, we do pay, but you do pay for unlimited, like.
Still
pay for it
through the yin yang probably. What do you pay in Australia for a good connection? And your connection is excellent, by the way. It's really good.
I must be near. I think I'm near a lot of cell towers actually. I think over there.
Yeah.
Like in the distance, I think there's a huge cell tower over there.
Australia also has supposedly they have 5G networks too. I've heard downtown.
Yeah, but I haven't done the whole 5G thing.
No, I don't think many places have the infrastructure. We have Information Man here. Thank you. Yeah.
Information Man.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met him, so thank you. And Captain Rehab, hello. He's calling me hi, Mikey. I've been called worse. In the morning show, though, I would love to have you come up. What time is my morning show for you? Is that a terrible time?
It's about 10 in the morning. I know 10 at night, but...
Oh, it's too late. Is that why?
Yeah, but I can stay up, like it's not... unless the sun is rowing. He's like, gets up at 4:30 in the morning, so...
Yeah. Are you available tomorrow? If I get you on early? Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be that'll be this evening, won't it? Yeah.
I start at 6:30 Eastern time. I don't know if you know what that is. Sometimes slightly earlier, but not much. For a while there, my wife was getting up at 4 to go to work. So I would sometimes have a show at 5 and then cut it off and then have another show after just to get that extra the extra show in. Because a lot of times we get mega guests, but there's no one really quite like you. I really feel like you're a very unique flavor, and I can see you doing exceptionally well on here. So if you brand yourself well.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. But and also I think my next goal with the HAPS challenge, but my next goal is to get the 2 broadcasts a week and the 500 views. That's my next goal.
Well, as a suggestion, if you want to build anything on here, and I even told my wife this, is that if you can go, even if you came on every day for 20 minutes, then people would know you, and then they would develop a relationship with you. And if you can do more than 20 minutes, that's great. But I think, honestly, frequency is probably more important than doing a long show once a week.
Yes.
And even if when you're out and about and go, here's a beautiful day and here's a beautiful stream, because you have an incredible connection. And you'd be amazed at how many people would love to see Australia. I know it's the same old for you, but for us, it's not.
Yeah, that's true. You've got to change your mindset with that, haven't you? Because you think, oh, this is like a boring, like,
yeah. But for
shopping.
me, it's exciting to see it, right? So, and it's the worst of days. If my signal was better, I would love on a really snowy day to do a broadcast in Toronto.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, because that's something that not everybody sees. And this year, though, in Toronto, we really haven't had that much snow, which is weird.
And it's been so cold over in the, like, North America and the UK and Europe. It's freezing.
So tomorrow I will invite you, and you know how to handle Fraser now with his armpit scratching
so
and.
Funny. So funny. Hi, C.S. Murphy. Yeah,
I want to send him a bar of soap, and just say to him, and today for the armpit scratching, here is our sponsor. Yeah.
He's so funny. There's a lovely Scottish man in my mum's apartment block, and he's 90, and he is so funny. He's so funny. He's so lovely.
Oh, here's a person that everyone should follow. C.S. Murphy. C.S. Murphy, he is phenomenal.
He is phenomenal. Yeah, he is. He is phenomenal.
He is one of the most unique broadcasters on. I'm going to invite you, sir, if you want to come up quickly. If you can't, I totally understand. But
all right.
No, you don't leave. We can always. You have to go.
Yeah, because my mum just said she's waiting outside. She's 89, so.
You better go. Okay, so I hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Lovely. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you for spending some time with us today. I really appreciate it.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Please follow her, folks. You won't regret it. Thank you.
Bye.
There we go. All right. C.S. Murphy, can you come up for a sec? And I'll end the broadcast there. And you can say hello. Michael Bathurst, I wanted to go partying in Toronto with you and Randy Horton and Fraser. Yes. I think that might be difficult and very expensive, especially for the two others. But right now you can't party in Toronto because everything's locked down. But I'm hoping very soon it'll change. The Bronx Viking, you're right. She is so sweet. Please, everybody, if you can, follow her. You won't regret it. C.S. Murphy, when is your next show if you're not being able to come up again? Because I always enjoy your shows. You did a great music one the other day. That was really fun. You were doing the drum beats and everything else. I'm hoping they have better collaboration in the future with the musicians. But the signal's getting better all the time. The latency is not as bad as it used to be. I think I'm just going to read a couple things here, guys, and we'll close it down unless I have somebody pop up, okay? Sending powerful waves of healing to the people I love. You are cherished by countless angels this evening. You are unconditionally loved and protected by the infinite flow of the universe. And I'm hoping that you know that everyone has, little seeds of greatness within them. And all it's going to take is you just activating that within your frequency and energy, and your life can be dramatically different. And the thing is, we don't ever realize how different our life can be within 5 years or 10 years. The problem is most of us want quick results, and quick results just don't happen. They're like those quick fix diets, right? They don't last. You have to have daily rituals that can change the course of your life. And I'm hoping that if you're on HAPS and you're thinking about being a broadcaster, start today. Today is the best day. Now, of course, 20 years ago would have been great, but there was none of this technology, right? But it's still very much a basement opportunity. Anybody who has seen the variety of different broadcasters, even from the people that you saw in the broadcast today, you've got Randy W. Horton, who was in today. You've got Mark Goldberg, who was in as well. You've also got Pablo, who was in. It's just it's a wonderful community, and we have room for so many different flavors. If you can, please follow me on Sundays with the business show. Please be active in it. I would deeply appreciate more and more people to come in and support that community, because we really want that business element to work. And for those who watch my show every day from 6:30 to 7:30, thank you. I really appreciate how much you have supported me in the last, I would say, 6 weeks. So I hope we continue to grow and prosper as a community. And if anybody is trying to get 250 views on their broadcast and they're struggling, don't hesitate to invite myself or Randy W. Horton or even Fraser Ramsey. We'd be all willing to come up and help you. Have a wonderful day.